Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Lock in.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be blocked down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gotta go.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And Ndamukong Suh busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
We're go. Let's go. Hang on, you see it. We're go. Let's go. Hang on, you see it. Blue.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Goff on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit. I put some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. On 1st down, it's gone. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
17.
Out of the gun. Gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee. A 9 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
You see it? You see it? Reds up!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you don't lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
His throw incomplete. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now Goff on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Single receiver.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw on second down is gone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24. Yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Trubisky to throw. He leaves this one for Howard. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Let's go.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
58, Mike. 58.
They pitch out to Howard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 70 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Parkey for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix it.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Tiger.
Now it's gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 54 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. He juked him. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, they run with Howard. Shifts by him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called roast stem right or roast stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On the toss play, Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, a 12-yard touchdown run. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, the spin. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Goff now looks to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Now Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Super one.
They're running with Gurley. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hang on, we got you see it, you see it?
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Hey, gotta go.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 2. Yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
This is Howard on second down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Howard on the toss right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. He's back to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Super 66.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his